Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now for those who are new, hi, my name is Simon, I'm a medical student at the University of Zambia. Now this video that I'm making is basically to talk about some of the things that I'm going to be talking about in the nearest future on this channel. Now for those who are my regular viewers, the few who are my regular viewers will agree that I've not posted in some time now, in a couple of months, and that is because of a lot of reasons, but mostly because of the tight schedules during the course of the year. Um, guys, medicine is bulky, and for us, it also happened that we happened to start late, so we had to do a lot of work in a short period of time. And after starting practicals like anatomy practicals, physiology practicals, and stuff, my schedule was very tight to the extent that I was not really able to make videos. Now, of course, I'm looking to change that. I'm trying to work on my time efficiency to make sure that in the future I'll be able to be consistent in terms of producing videos, and also be up to date with my academic work. Now, of course, I could have been producing videos, but I opted to just take a break because I saw that even if I was to produce videos, then it could only be quantitative. They would not have true quality, because mostly I spend a good amount of time just trying to make sure that I put up a video that I think is, of course, to my best of my capabilities, to make a video that is of quality and that has got important content that is explained in the best way possible, that people who are watching the video uh, would benefit from the video and not only waste their time and data just watching videos which will not even make sense. So nevertheless, today I wrote my last paper for my second year, that was anatomy practicals, and be transitioning into community-based education now. So I have some, I'll be free. Basically, I'll be free, and I'll be able to upload more videos a bit more consistently, as I'm trying to work on a lot of things. Now, guys, if I have to be honest with you, this year has been one of the hardest years in terms of academics that I've ever experienced so far. Now, of course, the difficulty was brought in because of a lot of factors. Some of the things I could control, but some of them were out of my control. But I don't like to dwell on those. I would rather just dwell on the things that I can do something about. Yeah, on the things that I can do something about to improve the situation. Those things that are outside my control are outside my control. So they are not in my control cycle. So I would rather just let them be the way they are and focus on the things that I can do. Now, of course, even in the midst of all the difficulties that we had to go through this year, I literally gave it my best. Yeah, I tried my best and hope it would be enough. Of course, anything is possible. I personally don't even rule out failure. I don't believe in always believing that everything works out perfectly. I believe in putting in your best, and if your best is able to produce the good results, then that's good. And if failure happens, you're bouncing right back up. Although I hope everything that I did was enough to put me through to the next year. Now, the difficulty of this year brought up, okay, it was basically it was a blessing in disguise. It was really hard, to the point whereby it really exposed most of my weaknesses, major weaknesses. And it also made me to make a lot of changes to my studying techniques, a lot of improvements to some of the things that I've already shared on this channel. And if you've been watching my channel, then you are steps ahead, because most of the things that I'll be talking about will be, most of the fundamentals I've already talked about, although there are a lot of improvements that I've tried my best to put to the techniques that I've already talked about. And of course, there are a lot of things that I have to learn, and those things I might not necessarily share them here and now, or probably in the nearest future. But those are things which, whereby if I learn, put it into practice, those are the things that I'll also be talking about. Because for me, this channel, I've literally taken it in the form of more like an improvement journey, because personally I don't have it figured out, because I've watched a lot of other YouTube channels where people would seem to have everything figured out. They know exactly what to do at what time, but I have to be realistic with you guys. That's not the case with me. I there are a lot of things that I think I'm good at, and of course there are a lot of other weaknesses that I have to work on. And those things which I think I have to work on, I do my best to spot them. I'm very reflective in terms of my failures and everything, and I have had a couple of failures this year, most failures that I've ever had, I think, in my entire academic journey and stuff. So it has really been tough, but as I said, it's a blessing in disguise. It is going to make me produce a lot of useful content so that most of you people can learn from most of the mistakes that I made. Most of you people can know about the things that I didn't know when I entered this year. Now, of course, talking to our seniors, we are also told next year is probably going to be harder, but that's also its own year with its own problems that is going to produce its own growth. So I'm going to concentrate much on the things that I have to improve from my last experience, which is just this year as it is ending, and I'm going to be sharing most of that on this YouTube channel. So you better stay tuned, because believe me, most of the best lessons that you can ever learn are lessons which have been learned through experience by somebody. You don't have to be the person who has experienced it, but other people's experiences are also very important. Actually, most of the best books have been written by people when people are learning from their experiences and using other knowledge which they have learned from other people to produce proper quality and proper educational content for others. So this is going to be really good, so stick around. Also, this year not only exposed a lot of weaknesses and made me to improve on most of my techniques, it brought a lot more to it, and some of it might be negative, but it's also a learning experience. You go through a lot of phases of self-doubt. Yeah, that happens. It's very normal for me as a human being. I don't know about others, but for me it happens, especially when you encounter a couple of failures. You are motivated when you succeed, and you're somehow demotivated sometimes when you don't. So you tend to doubt yourself, and most of the things that I've done to go through that, I'll be sharing most of the things that I have learned. And I realized academics is more than just academics, if you know what I mean. It will really work more even on your mental health and stuff, especially for those people who are doing medicine. I don't know about other courses. I can't say much about that because I would lie. But for those who are into the medical field, you realize that your mental health is basically at risk, because the pressure and the stress is basically overwhelming, that it can literally break you down. Of course, I'm not an expert in terms of mental health and stuff, so I'll not be able to dig deep into what you have to do and stuff, but I will be able to share my experiences and some of the things that were able to help me, believing that in case you fall into some of the pits that I feel, you'll be able to find your way up using the ladders, which will be the help that I'll be able to give you. So another thing which I think you also have to be expecting is, I really believe for me to produce proper content, as in quality content, I have to be consuming quality content as well. So I've not done much of reading, as in non-academic books like self-improvement books and stuff this year, but that is something that I'm determined to change, actually. So starting like this time that I'll be free, I'll probably be reading a lot of books, and most of the lessons that I'll be able to get from that, coupled with my experience, I'll be sharing most of it on this channel. Guys, if you haven't already, remember to subscribe to this channel, leave me a like, and share this video with a couple of friends. Also turn on your notification bell so that you are alarmed every single time I post a new video. This channel is only going to succeed if you guys give me your full support, so I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, so see you next time.